Thank you for watching WISD TV and joining us for another edition of Know Your Schools. My name is Dale Caffey. My very special guest this morning is Helen Smith, and Helen is the new principal at Cedar Ridge Elementary. Helen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Great. Let's first of all, we'll talk about Cedar Ridge in just a moment, but talk a little bit about your educational background.
I graduated from Baylor with my bachelor's in education, and then I moved on to about 4 or 5 years later. I graduated from Tarleton with my master's as a reading specialist, and I followed that up with administration certification.
Very good. You obviously have been in WISD for a number of years now. Any other places you came from?
I've worked at various districts. I've been at La Vega, Conley. I actually served 2 years in Killeen ISD as assistant principal.
Very good. Let's talk a little bit about Cedar Ridge, and I know it's been a busy summer over there. I happened to pop in on you earlier in the summer, and furniture was everywhere, and the custodians were very busy people. Talk a little bit about what parents will expect and can expect when they walk into Cedar Ridge.
We've been working very hard this summer on cleaning up the campus. I think there's going to be a lot of pleasant surprises. Cleaning up, we've been moving some people around in order to just get everything mainstreamed and to assure that our campus is working well for our students and our staff, and then for the parents whenever they have the opportunities to come onto campus.
Obviously, there's always some changes when a new principal comes into place. Talk to me a little bit about what you've been trying to focus on this summer in anticipation of the 2014-15 school year.
I have spent time, and I think I've actually managed to meet every staff member. I can't guarantee that right now, but we have met. We had a campus planning day earlier this summer where I had a chance to talk with teachers to talk about what they're excited about as well as what their concerns are. I've met with parents with the ongoing registration. I've managed to meet several of the students that will be coming in. Along with that, I've also met with one of our partners, which is our master gardeners that come in and take care of the garden area in there, and we've been making plans with them.
Very good. You talk about that relationship with parents, and we love our parents to come to our schools and to be with our children, but there comes a point to where the parents need to say goodbye and let our teachers do their jobs.
Right. This year, we're going to follow Waco ISD policy of having the kiss and hug station in the morning. So the first day of school, of course, we'll let the parents get their students to class, make sure that they're in their appropriate places, and we will have lots of staff there to help the parents get them there. But then the second day of school, we're asking all the parents to follow our expectations of kissing and hugging their students, and with the assurance that we're going to make sure their children get to class.
And of course, you have pre-Kers, you have fifth graders, a wide variety. Let's talk about elementary ed. Has elementary always been your focus?
Pretty much so. I have worked when I was in Killeen. I was an assistant principal at a middle school campus. So I have experience from pre-K through 8th grade. And I served as a pre-K principal at one time at a local district for about 3 years on their campus. So I have a passion for all ages of kids. Sometimes I have people say, well, what's your favorite age? And that's like saying, who's your favorite child? You can't say who is your favorite child or now grandchild. So,
what is it about public education, and particularly working at Waco ISD, that is enjoyable to you? I know there are some challenges, but what is the joy you get?
I would say every morning. It's really hard for me if for some reason there was a meeting off campus or something. I make a point to be on campus welcoming those students every single morning because I just love that. I love seeing the students grow, not only with knowledge, but also just socially and getting along. And One of the things I'm very excited is I know over the past 3+ years, Waco ISD has been really focusing on their professional development, beginning with various trainings such as Ruby Payne and then Lead Your Schools, and now their big initiative this year is Lead Forward. And so that's going to help us really focus in on what our students need individually, what our teachers need. I just see great things happening.
The accountability ratings came out recently. We did just recently an in-depth show with Kim Ellis. We looked at each individual campus, and Cedar Ridge did come up short in a couple of areas. I imagine that's been a great focus of yours on how to get those areas up to state standard.
And unfortunately, Cedar Ridge, I think, missed it by the skin of their teeth. So we're really going to focus to move ahead and import that's not only professional development with our staff, but helping our staff implement that professional development. So we have a strong support system with curriculum and instruction. Kim Ellis and her team that she has, along with, we have 2 instructional specialists on our team at Cedar Ridge, and I am going to be working with our assistant principals on that. Our focus is instruction and making sure our students are on the level that they should be, if not beyond. Most of our teachers on campus are gifted and talented trained, along with the ESL certification for English as a second language. So there's a good, solid base there with our group.
Very good. In closing, is there any special message you'd like to relay to your parents out there? Again, this is Helen Smith, the new principal at Cedar Ridge, and we're so pleased to have you, and I know that you're excited about the year. What message would you like to send to the parents? I
look forward to meeting you, and please come on campus and introduce yourself. So we do have Meet the Teacher Night. I believe it's August 24th, right? 4 to 7. So be sure you come in and meet us on that date and find where the classroom that your child is going to be in.
Very good. Helen Smith, thank you so much. I know there's a lot of work for you to do and you need to get back to it, but thank you for joining us for Know Your Schools.
Thank you.
Again, this is Helen Smith. She is your new principal at Cedar Ridge Elementary.